everyone, this is MindYOUNow, and today we're going to be going over how to print an Excel sheet, how to adjust the layout when you're getting ready to export the file, how to export it to PDF. If you're not trying to physically print like a hard copy, how can you export your Excel data into a PDF so that it can be viewed, not modified? We'll be going over that. So this right here is a personal monthly budget sheet. No, I did not make this, but if you do want to know how to locate this template so that you can just change the amounts if you did want to budget for yourself, you'd go ahead and click over File. Then you're going to go to New, and you should see there's different monthly budget sheets, student schedules. Again, with Excel, there's so many different templates that you have access to search right over here. So we're going to head back to our sheet. And on this sheet, we're going to go ahead. Well, I need to print it for a project, so I want to be able to have it. Let's see. We're going to go to our page layout. I want it in landscape mode for printing purposes. Well, how do I know that it's going to print in that mode? So what we would do, go to File, Print. And obviously on this print tab, it does show you a print preview. Now, because I put it out in landscape mode, it was able to get the entire budget for that page, and it's 4 different pages. So each page is able to get the full data of the charts. Now, if we want it in portrait orientation, this is how it would look. It looks a little more brought together, closer together. If you did want it to be a little bigger, what you can do, you could adjust to, if you want, you can fit the entire sheet on one page. Let me show you how small that's going to look. But this would allow you to print or to PDF save one whole page, and everything is listed on here. Whoever is receiving it can just zoom in and see all the different charts to save you paper or to save, from constantly scrolling. If you want to fit all the rows on one page, so going across, this is essentially how it would look as well, but we would have to adjust the orientation so that it can take the information going across. But as well, fit all the columns. That's essentially how that would look. And with 4 pages in the portrait mode, that's how we can get that as well with all the columns. That drops it to 2 pages. If we just want to, the fit sheet, no scaling. So this means just printing the sheet at its actual size, meaning the size that the chart currently is, it'll keep that same size without adjusting anything to fit any pages. This is essentially what it would look like. But be careful with this. At times with the no scaling, like you see here, a piece of a chart is cut off due to the scaling and you're not sure what is what, as this piece right here, it doesn't fit. So typically it's often best fit sheet. Not on the one page, sorry. Fit all columns. So this shows, though there's some that's cut off on the bottom, you can also adjust to show different things. I mean, that one's all the rows, but then these show different options as well that you have. Based on the type of chart that you have, the type of graph that you have, you can select what the better option will be for you. This one has all the information listed, no cutouts. As you can see, this top piece right here is left over from the previous chart, but there all the information is there, so you'll be able to continue off to see exactly what that information is. So portrait orientation allows you to change how the paper, if it's going to be horizontal or vertical. So that's how we would do that. And if you don't have a printer, you want to print it to a PDF and save it as a PDF file, right here you would put Microsoft Print to PDF. Go ahead and click print. It's not going to actually print anything because you have no printer, and even if you did have a printer, when it's Microsoft Print to PDF, it will not go to the printer. Once you click that print button, it's going to populate saving as a PDF, and you would adjust and write what you would want to save the file as on your computer. So that's essentially how that works. Also, if you don't click the file, you can also go to page layout, and then in this little thing, print area, this right here allows you, and you see right here the orientation, portrait mode, landscape mode. You can adjust that right from here, though you won't see it the same way that you see it in the preview, because the preview gives you an overview of what that looks like. But This gives you an idea to just click it right from over here. You can select what type of paper that you'll be using to print on or what type of size that you want it to be. This print area, if I select set print area, this will allow me to select what exactly I want the print to capture. So let's see, if this is my print area and I click this print area, set print area. So when I go to print, this area that I highlighted is going to be like right here. It says print area. That's going to be what essentially is printed, as that is my print area. So it'll save out of the entire sheet. It'll captivate this one section as the print area that I selected. So print tiles. Right here you have the option if you do want it to include, let's see, grid lines. You want it to be black and white. You can go ahead and select right here. These are more print options when on Excel. So you can get a preview. You can do different things. And as you can see, this was what I highlighted for my print area. So just this section will appear on my print. So if I wanted the entire sheet, I'll go ahead and clear print area, and now the entire sheet will print. So this is just an overview on how to print on Excel. If you want to review any spelling changes, you'd go ahead and click this review tab. It allows you, there you go, spelling. And it can continue from the beginning of the sheet or wherever you would like it. If you want to lock this sheet, so like right here, you see that there's a start button and there's also a personal monthly budget. So if I wanted to lock this page or this sheet only, protect sheet. So right here, I would insert my password. This means that anyone that's reviewing my Excel sheet, all they would have the access to do is to review my information. They won't be able to, like right here, if I were to select all of these things, right now it has select lock cells, select unlock cells. That's all they would be able to do on my sheet. So if I go ahead, I can modify what I want them to be able to do, what I don't want them to be able to do without my password. So if you did want someone to make any changes or modifications, they would have to have that password. Upon opening the Excel sheet, it's going to ask for the password to unprotect the sheet, and that will allow for them to make changes to that sheet. If I want to lock my entire workbook, meaning I don't want them touching anything at all from either sheet down here from the start to personal monthly budget, I will go ahead and add a password. So this password will go ahead and not allow them to modify anything from my sheet. So you can also do edit ranges as well, so where you can create a range as to what sections they will be able to modify on your sheet. So this is an overview with Excel on how to change the page layout, how to print using Excel, how to print to PDF, how to review your sheet, how to protect your sheet, workbook, and allow editing ranges. So thank you for tuning in. In the next upcoming video, we'll be going into Microsoft Word and also adjusting the page layout then. And we'll see you in the next video.